Why is the UK's AI sovereign fund so important? And it's something which a lot of people won't realize has happened. 16th of April, the launch, with an initial 6 companies getting access to computing power on supercomputers, as well as other benefits. The reason it's important, especially for somebody like me who's an investor in the stock market, and particularly increasingly in companies which are benefiting from AI, which actually is virtually all the companies. So somebody whose holdings include Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Nvidia, and somebody who believes, as someone who's British, that owning those overseas assets, earning profits for me and bringing that money back to the UK is beneficial to the UK because I spend the money over here, beneficial to our balance of payments, and owning those overseas assets is important. So why is this sovereign AI fund so important for the UK? Because now it's the UK as a government which owns the AI, owns part of the intellectual property through ownership of these companies. And I want you to think about several things. First of all, if those companies are part owned by the UK, then growth in those companies is owned by the Treasury, which can then be used to hopefully offset my taxes and grow the NHS and so on and so forth, used for good purposes. Okay. The next thing is, if the government owns a stake in these companies and these companies then float and you get just one of them being a Taiwan Semiconductor, then just think what that means. Taiwan Semiconductor for South Korea is a company which has a market cap which is a quarter of the UK's GDP. Yet the Taiwan stock market is, because Taiwan Semiconductor on it, is bigger than the UK stock market, even though Taiwan's economy is only a quarter of the size of the UK's. There's a lot to take in there. The point I'm making is, you hit the jackpot by backing a company which we live in the era where AI is going to generate trillion-dollar companies, because the Americans have done it. If the Brits do it and have ownership of that, even partial ownership, that is hugely beneficial. When the financial crisis was happening in Greece, one of the things I said on BBC on my morning newspaper review was, the Germans, instead of just bailing out the Greeks, should get them to invest in Apple stock. And if they had, they'd have an extra trillion in their coffers right now. So what we're starting to do is take ownership of our own assets, another benefit of which being that at least we'll have some control if foreigners come and take the development. The problem we'd often said in the UK was, we invent here. We have the best universities, and I'm not just saying that in a hyperbolic manner, independently verified, the research coming out of those universities, whether it's in Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial, and so on, rank them as the best universities in the world. The R&D comes out, and then somebody with money takes ownership of it and they earn it. They then keep generating the royalties, or the talent moves abroad. If through making access through this fund, we can get the talent to stay here, why not? We've got the best university in the research, and that's what people in AI want, and get them access to supercomputers, access they can't get anywhere else. Access to government procurement, access to visas, because they are the absolute best. And make no mistake, this is a fund not for spraying and praying. I've looked at the investments that are made there, and it's not civil servants in the Treasury making the investment decisions. They've actually got venture capital professionals choosing what money should go into. Now, everything won't go up. It doesn't in my portfolio. Okay, I can have a year where Microsoft has gone down, for instance. Okay, but the point is, you get one or two of the triple-digit gainers in my own portfolio. Lam Research up ridiculous amounts. They make up for the others, and that's the point. And what's unusual about this is that some of us have been calling on government to do this through whether it's a sovereign wealth fund. But if you're going to create a sovereign wealth fund, which effectively what this is, my God, created in artificial intelligence, because then you can start in the highest growth potential area, and you can start with smaller money. If you're creating a sovereign wealth fund which has to invest in energy and this and that and the other, that'd be problematic. So kudos to the British government for having done this. This could be huge. I think it will be huge. It is not just headlines of, well, we're a leader in so and so. We know our academics are. We know there are so many talented individuals from abroad that want to come here. The other aspect of sovereign AI fund like this is national security. And I don't just mean in defense. What I mean by national security is everything to do with AI is going to cut across national security, whether it's AI working in cybersecurity or energy or supply chains, whatever it is. When you consider that a company like Marks and Spencer's can be down because of a cyber attack, everything is national security. And so this is actually an act of national security as well. Overall, incredibly proud that Britain's doing this, and it's phenomenal. Does that mean I sell my Microsoft shares on whatever else? No, I think the government would want me to continue owning overseas assets and bringing the rent back to the United Kingdom. Does it mean I'll be staying in the UK? There was never a question, never a doubt, especially if we get more exciting developments from this. So keep an eye on it. If you don't know how to find it, Google it, or just ask Claude or Gemini or any of the other chat GPTs, all the rest of them. Okay, exciting developments. I'm very excited and looking forward to working with more AI companies from around the world to get them to set up in the UK.